Hello my friends, I hope everyone is doing well. I promised to do a video on negative energies and dealing with negative energy, and I feel like today is a good time to address that, for us to talk about that, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. I definitely feel led to that. I was drawn to come back here today. If you've seen one of my other videos, you've seen this. Excuse me, there is a park here, and it has this obelisk. I'm going to get a little closer so you can see it this time better. And I think this is super important. It says, "May peace prevail on earth." I hope you guys can see that with the sun going on in the back. I hope everyone is doing well right now with what's going on. I'm going to walk around and I just want to show you. It's not every language. Obviously, they couldn't fit them all, but it says peace, or may peace prevail, in like so many languages. I'm going to read some of them off. There's Hindu, there's Spanish, there's Arabic, German, Polish, Korean, it's like Portuguese, Galician, Asturian, Scots, Somali, Tagalog, Serbian. Every single side, guys, every single side says it. There's, let me back up a little bit. Italian, Urdu. On this side, it's Burmese, and this next one I'm probably mispronouncing pretty badly. Zonka. It's Dzongkha. I'm not familiar with that. It's beautiful though, if you can see that. Haitian Creole, Japanese, Russian, Bulgarian, Swahili, Thai, Vietnamese, and then we have, let's go back up to top, Mandarin, Hebrew, there's Dutch, French, Romanian, Corsican, Moldavian, Persian, Slovak, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, Turkish, and Irish. May peace prevail on earth. That is so important right now with everything going on in the world. I'm going to take you guys for a little walk again, if that's okay. It's really beautiful. We're expecting, I want to say it's like in the 40s right now, and the sun's in and out, but you can see it's really beautiful. We're expecting a lot of snow. There's a beautiful bird. We're expecting a lot of snow tonight. So our topic today is dealing with negative energy, and for those of us that are sensitive or empaths, or anybody, let's just say it, anybody right now, there's no way you're not feeling the amount of fear and negative energy that's present. It's pretty prevalent. And the thing that we have to keep in mind, that we have to try and not absorb too much of it. I personally am not watching the news at this point. I am getting updates from family members and stuff, but I'll be honest, I'm not watching it. The best thing we can do in this situation is to depend on, what you believe in, send prayers, but to stay in our positive energy. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Do not allow yourself to be pulled down into that sort of well of negativity and dark thoughts and fear and the lower vibrational energies. It's, some people would probably say it's, how can you not, right? How can you not kind of dwell in it? Because I'm sure none of us, what's happening now is the last thing anybody would want, truly. We have to know that the Creator, the universe, Spirit, whoever you personally believe in, has a bigger plan for what's going on. And sometimes certain things have to happen to open the door for other things to happen, to sometimes correct or fix something. And we can't see it at the moment we're in it, but I do know this: it's absolutely crucial that we stay in a positive mindset and positive energy to continue to send, that loving energy, that loving, peaceful, hopeful vibration out into the world. It's needed now more than absolutely ever. And so there are going to be times, yes, where we are going to be feeling those other energy. I can just tell you, I have some days where I'm struggling with it because it's strong right now. But we do have other light energies and stuff that are coming in to assist us at this time. And we need to be spending as much time as we can in meditation and in those spiritual practices that keep us in a beautiful, calm, peaceful state where we can focus that energy that we have, take all of that love and project that outward, right? We need to take care of ourselves. As the saying goes, you need to fill up your own cup. We need to really be practicing a lot of self-care, big time. But as long as we are allowing ourselves to follow those spiritual practices that will help us stay in that beautiful, peaceful state, we can be of service in that manner, not just to others, but to ourselves. We can help others. That loving energy is needed so much right now. It is needed so much for the whole world. Look at the beautiful birds. I don't know if you guys can see them. So pretty. So I want to say, these are not easy days. And I feel like will probably be even more challenges. There always will be. But those of us that know we are here for a purpose, for many of us, it's time to step into that purpose. It's time to step into that purpose and do what we came here to do. That is going to lead to the highest, best outcome for ourselves, but for everyone else involved as well. I wish I could just give everybody a big hug and say, hang in there. Hang in there, absolutely, please hang in there. Because it's funny how things work in ebbs and flows, right? There are ebbs and flows to everything. There is a balance to everything. This is so pretty. I don't know if you can see this. So it's like we are all part of that, right? There's a balance in things. And right now, things are going in a direction where we all need to come together. Individually, and when we can come together in groups, but for sure, put out as much positive energy as we possibly can. Take very good care of ourselves so that we can keep putting out that positive energy, so that we can make a difference for ourselves and for others. It is like I literally can't stress it enough. It's paramount that we do not allow ourselves to be torn down at this time, to be pulled down into those lower vibrational energies, because what we do doesn't just affect us, right? It affects everyone else as well. And at a time where there are just these massive waves of energy, it's kind of like, I know many of you feel like, gosh, we just can't catch a break, right? We have this one major thing, and I'm not going to list these things out loud because you know what'll happen. The video gets tagged and they pull them. So, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. You know, we've been going through the health crisis thing, and now there's this. So it's like there are forces at work, right, that are trying to throw a monkey wrench in things. And this is what I feel just intuitively, okay? Trying to throw a monkey wrench in things because there's been a lot of people waking up. It has been a mass awakening, and a lot of beautiful light and energy. I know a lot of you can feel it. A lot of times I'm meditating and I literally can just reach out, like physically reach my hands out, and I can feel others' energy connecting with me. So there's a ton of people waking up and basically coming online, as I think of it. And it's like there is that balance, that opposing energy that's trying to slow it down. You can't stop it. It's like, think of it as this just beautiful giant golden wave of love, and it's just going to keep building, and it can't be stopped at this point. But there are going to be things that are going to happen to attempt to slow it down. So it's so important for us to please try and just take such good care of yourself. Practice self-love, practice self-care, be in your best place that you can personally be in. You know, if you have to take time and just shut the world out, even if you just go somewhere by yourself out in nature for even a half an hour, sometimes, you know, that's enough to charge our batteries, right? And to get us firing again and in that correct mindset. So I just wanted to caution everybody to just be careful about being around too much of the negative input. Like I had it the other day. I'll give you a good example. I was hanging out with my dad and my brother, and of course, you know, what's the main topic of conversation? And I even said to my dad, I haven't heard one single positive thing out of your mouth since I walked in the door. And it's not that he is intentionally being negative. This is kind of what I'm trying to bring up, is that there are those of us that have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot here on terra firma, on earth. And we are looking at everything differently. And those that right now on their path, both their feet are here on earth, for them, this is their only reality. And it consumes them. It consumes everything. And without them even knowing, it puts them in a very low vibration, a very negative state. And if you are around folks that have both feet here on earth and are not really on their path at this point in time, too far. They're on their path, but it's not, you know, they're not progressed to the point where they're looking at things in a similar fashion. You can get bombarded. You can get bombarded by it, and many times they won't understand, because to them, they're just talking about the topics of the day, right? What's wrong with that? So it's kind of like I have to be my truthful self with the people that I love and those that I know, and say, I can't absorb, I can't intake this much negative information. It's literally too much. It's too much. And so it's like the people that you love, for those of you that have to do that too, they will, you know, most times they will respect that. And my family is getting pretty good at that. They know, you know, they'll talk about something, but they don't keep talking about it and keep talking about it. Or I will try and change the conversation to something that might be a little more positive, right? And sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't work so great. But I think the point I'm getting back to is it's we're going to be saturated with it. We are still living here in this world, and things are happening right now. So please don't feel overwhelmed by it. Don't let yourself be pulled down by it. Take good care of yourself. Unplug yourself from things if you need to give yourself a chance to just breathe and come back to center, to focus in on that beautiful light energy. Like I said, meditate, whatever your practice is that you do that helps keep you in that place. I highly recommend spending more time than you normally would doing it, because it's needed right now. But it's like our light is also needed, because it is a balance, everybody. It's like a dance. It's a balance, and when the balance starts to get too far out of whack in one direction, we have to do what we can to try and help bring it back even again. Do you know what I'm saying? If there is such a huge amount of negative or fear-based or lower, darker energies being transmitted around everywhere, for me, I can only speak for me, okay? So I will say that in this case, everything I say is based off of my experience and messages I get and things like that. So it's like, for me, it's very much, for me, it's very much on me to do those things, to take care of myself and to stay in a loving, positive frame of mind and to send that sort of energy out. So when I feel those negative waves of energy or those lower vibrational waves of energy coming to me, I counteract it with all positive, all light, and all love. And that always brings me back to my peaceful place. So I just wanted to kind of share that, and that can apply to anything. So even if you put aside what's currently going on in the world, if you all of it, right? Let's just put aside all of it for a minute. And let's just look at this from, say, a personal standpoint or a personal point of view. Let's walk through here. This is so pretty. If you do that, let's talk about personal negative energies. And like I said, it can be friends, family, lovers, whatever. And there will be times, oh wow, can you all see this? Look how pretty this is. So there will be times, I'm going to give you all the 360 here. Woo. There will be times, sometimes in some of our lives, when we will have individuals who will attach themselves to us, and there's always generally a lesson in it, but oftentimes it is a more negative or lower vibrational energy they're bringing to the equation. And in those cases, when it is something that is attached personally, directly to us, the best thing that we can do is draw the boundary. Have that line, not the walls, because walls block out everything, but to draw the line in the sand, to have boundaries for ourselves. This is a message that came through for me again, literally twice. Because like many of you, I have a very open, loving heart, and without even knowing it, those of us that are of that empathic, sensitive nature, we don't even know that we're just like reaching out and giving. But there are others who are aware of our nature and may at times take advantage. And these are often individuals who may be of a lower vibration or negative energy. So for those situations, that's very specific and very personal. Boundaries, honestly and truly, boundaries is the only way to really just deal with such a situation like that, is to draw your boundaries. And if somebody steps over them, then you step away. You don't allow someone to step over your boundaries. Okay? So there are two kind of different ways of looking at this, and for me it's like in the very personal situations of dealing with negative energies is you really cannot entertain it. Not for long. I wouldn't recommend it at all. In the case of something that is a broader term and a worldwide situation, and there are a lot of negative energies, at that point, as long as we're in a really good place with ourselves, we can do what we can to try and help with that, right? To send out as much positive energy, love, and hope, all that higher vibrational energy to help shift things a little bit, to help everybody. Because some people might say, well, I'm doing that, but I don't see any major thing happening. It doesn't, the point is not to make a major shift, because my mindset used to be similar to that some time ago. And it's like, the truth is, if what you do only affects, say, a handful of people, enough to lift them up in that moment when they need it, to give them hope in that moment when they need it, then you're doing what you were meant to do. You are doing what you are meant to do. So I guess what I want to, the message is like coming through very clear because I have full body tingles. We don't try and measure what you're doing, okay? Just follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow the leadings of your soul, and you will know what is the right thing for you to do. But I do know that together, if we all put out the highest vibrational energy when we're in our good, strong place, it's going to help. It's not going to hurt, right? We can look at it that way. There's no harm to it. It's not going to hurt anybody. It can only help, right? And even if it only helps one person, that may be the Creator, the universe's intention for you in that moment, that you have this beautiful gift that you can share. It may be that one person who they're going to do something. They're going to be doing something that's going to change something. And whatever that beautiful energy is that you send out in that moment might be the one thing that they needed, the lifeline at that moment that they needed to help them, right? So they could take one more step that they need to take to make some kind of difference or to do something. So, guys, there's so many things that go on that we will never see at this point or know. But we are making a difference, okay? Everything that we do, it has a purpose, okay? So that's kind of the gist. We're gonna look at this one more time because I love it. So dealing with negative energies, that's it. Do what we can for all of us. I mean, we are one, everybody. We are one. So do what we can for all of us. In a personal situation, draw your boundaries and protect your energy. Protect your energy, okay? So I want to say that. I want to just send everybody big hugs and truly, truly lots of love, peace, hope, and a message of unity, to not give up no matter what it looks like, no matter what is happening. Don't give up, okay? Hang in there, everybody. I love you all. Please stay safe and stay well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.